Hey, my legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review a movie called Chappie. What happened? I was looking on Netflix, and usually every Friday they kind of update some of the movies for new arrivals or what is that, recently added or new arrivals. And they had the movie Chappie on there, and I remember when I first saw it, I go Chappie, and I like about 2 seconds. Oh yeah, I want to see that. I forgot about that movie. I think it came out back in 2015. It's directed by the same guy who did District 9, which I really liked. That took place in Africa. And then he did Elysium, and I never saw Elysium. I heard good things about it. I remember seeing the commercials when my dad was still alive. And when it came out, a lot of people, I think, didn't like the movie. It's kind of like a love it or hate it movie. Because, I mean, the way they made the credits look and the trailers look, it looked like it was going to be like a R-rated version of Short Circuit, kind of. Something maybe with a little more violence. And then when you see the movie, basically it's about, in Johannesburg, crime has gotten so bad, they decided to create these scouts, which are like these police robots that control the law, and crime went down after that. And they're the ones that were more indestructible, where a lot of the cops were getting killed by the criminals. They could take over and just keep the law that way, and only some cops would be in harm's way, and crime went down. And then they had everything wrong with Chappie. They said it was like a African version of RoboCop. I don't know about that, but even though they sound like RoboCop when he says "put down your weapons," it does. The robot sound like RoboCop. I will say that. I know if my dad would have seen it, he would have said that. And basically, talking about this guy. Well, there's a couple of big American actors. Sigourney Weaver is the owner of this company that produces the Scout. Hugh Jackman is another person. He doesn't. He's not behind the Scouts. He's behind a company called the Moose, which is like a giant robot. It's kind of like that one robot, the bad guy robot in the first two RoboCops movies that had like the guns on the side. And this one, whereas that the scouts were controlled by like computer programs and stuff like that. This is like a robot that can be controlled with a helmet by a real person. And anyways, he's always complaining about his funding getting cut and stuff like that. No one wants the robot; they just want the scouts. And anyways, there's this one robot that keeps getting screwed up, you know. And they show this guy that was the one that created the scouts. And there's this bunch of criminals. I guess they're in like a band in real life, Aardvark or something like that. I can't remember, some rap band or something. And they go with this guy. There's this guy named Hippo, and he said, "You guys owe me $20 million. 7 days, or I'll kill y'all," or something like that. And they want to try to find out how to do that. And they think that by getting the guy who programs the robots, they give him like a remote control, they'd be able to control the robots. Well, anyways, in the meantime, the guy that is the creator, Dion, he's trying to create this program to make the robots have actual artificial intelligence, make them self-aware, like Short Circuit, the robot in Short Circuit, but that got struck by lightning. Uh, and he actually creates a program, and there's one robot that keeps getting damaged. And it keeps getting repaired, and these guys, workers said the robot's cursed. And he gets damaged beyond repair, and they're going to actually dismantle him and crush him. And the guy wanted to know, don't crush the robot yet, I want to test this thing on him. And then he goes to Sigourney Weaver, and she said, well, you're not, this is a weapons company. We're not going to make a robot that can judge write poetry and all this other nonsense. And so I said, all right. So he decides to go rogue, and he gets the robot by himself and puts the chip in there. And at that time, when he leaves, those criminals cut him off, and then they actually get the robot and the guy. They start the robot, and they try to make, and the robot's like an infant. I mean, he doesn't know anything. He has to be taught. And they actually teach the robot to be a criminal. And that's the one thing about the movie. They make it seem like it's going to be like Short Circuit 2. There's no likable characters in the movie except for Chappie. And maybe the creator, I guess. Everyone's kind of a jerk. And basically they try to teach Chappie to be a criminal, to steal all this money so they can get the money to pay Hippo and then have set for the rest of life. They don't have to do no more crime and stuff. Well, they probably would still. They still did other stuff like steal cars and stuff like that. But they're teaching Chappie to be a mean person and fight for survival and stuff. And they do stuff like leave him off and he gets beaten up and set on fire. All this other stuff. There's no really good characters in the movie. No one to root for or anything like that, except Chappie, kind of. But, I think a lot of audience members didn't like it because it's a very violent film. I thought it'd be like Short Circuit, but it said R-rated. That should have been the indicator right there. And people were divided by love or hate the movie. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was very interesting. Everyone's a jerk in there, but and even though there's scenes where Chappie is treated very bad, horribly badly. I never really, I like Chappie, but I never really truly felt that sorry for him because it didn't really plant that in your head at the time. He's still, it's just the way it was, and then it gets really exciting. I enjoyed the movie. I had a lot of fun with it. I know some people didn't care for it. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I saw it on Netflix. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. It gets, towards the last 20 minutes, it gets really weird, and then it gets even more weird. It's a very unusual science fiction film. But there's been science fiction films where there's no likable characters in the movie and they're still fascinating. I love the movie. So like a 9 out of 10 for Chappie. So I hope you like this review. Until next time, bye please. Take care, my legend. And eat some popcorn while you're doing the movie reviews.